Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions we express do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. If you would like to support the show, go to Duckfeed.tv/tipjar and check out our Patreon campaign. Yo, sorry about that. I called you on the wrong computer.
Oh, yeah, that happens.
I called you on the thinking and doing stuff computer, not on the Skype computer.
Well, I'm glad somebody's thinking.
Can't we all?
Don't we all?
No, we can't. That's why I said I choose my words deliberately.
Well, I'll bet you do, which is why I'm offended.
Yeah, that's why it's easy to get mad at me.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Kris and Kole Ross.
I got into like the middle of a sentence, like, okay, I've got to go. Bye, and then called back.
She had Kohl's Cash.
Oh, okay. She was at the department store Kohl's.
Right, with an H.
No relation. No relation at all.
I'm glad you're not related to a department store.
Kris, two things you need to know about me. I'm in love with a Viking ship ride at the county fair, and I'm related to Kohl's, the manufacturer.
And I was born on Black Friday.
Yep. They found me naked and covered in goo, like in a rack of ties.
You were 9.
Yeah. You know, my version of that joke was going to put me older, but
well, you know.
Yeah. Did you ever do that? Like when you were little, like just go and hide in the middle of a rack of clothes?
I did.
Yeah, because it's like a secret little world in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. That's what kids did before Instagram.
It was a more innocent time. Only 90s kids will understand this. Remember when you drank from the garden hose? Remember when you played outside, when you skinned your knee during a spelling bee?
Now hipsters do it and ironically post it to Instagram.
Kris, did you just recently join Instagram? Like, why are you picking bones with Instagram?
Oh, I just don't like it.
Oh, okay, cool. I mean,
never seen it.
I mean, it's just a place where everybody's like way too nice to people, I think.
Yeah, it's like where you post your pictures of your clean house.
Yeah.
All the shit I'm gonna steal.
Yep. No, I didn't post that to Instagram. I just posted it to Twitter.
Ah.
Was that a jab at me, or am I just being defensive?
No, you can pretty much just assume that it's a jab.
Yeah, that's the subtext. Is that you're coming after me with all you got?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. No, I didn't like Instagram is a place where people are way too nice to each other, and Twitter is a place where people are way too mean to each other. I think that is the Crib Notes version of online social media for the layperson.
What's 4chan?
There be dragons there. I don't even know. I was about to make some kind of like witty joke about 4chan, but it's just legitimately an awful place.
Yeah, it's like the internet. It's like the internet's colonoscopy.
Yeah, Reddit is the front page of the internet, and
basically,
4chan is its own thing. Yeah, no, like so. I guess this is the weird thing about Gamergate. Apparently, those people were so bad that even 4chan chased them out. So now they're on 8chan, which is like it's like 2 4chans.
That's not good.
I mean, the cancer is, you know, it is relegated to a single place. It's just humorous that it is a group of people so bad that even 4chan will not call them, you know, let them call their place home.
True.
You know,
your niece this morning, getting ready for school. She has a half a day today.
Okay.
Because they have parent-teacher conferences tonight. Right. And so evidently teachers need to a happy hour.
Well, yeah.
And so all morning she's just bitching about the fact that she has to go to school for 3 hours.
That's what she should.
This is ridiculous. Why do I even have to get up? It's rainy. It's cold. Why 3 hours? What are we going to do in 3 hours? We don't even get to go to math. And so finally it subsides for a bit and she's back and she's getting ready. She walks down the hallway into the kitchen and I'm drinking a cup of coffee and she says, "You know what I've determined?" And I said, "What?" I'm mad at the government. And right at that moment, she got one of those pains that like shoots down from your ear, like into your jaw.
Because she was so tense.
And she goes, "What is that?" And I was like, "That's what happens when you get angry with the government."
they know.
And she just rubbed it and started thinking, like, "Oh yeah."
She just got angrier at the government.
Just like looking around for cameras or something.
Has she been talking to Grandma and Grandpa too much?
I don't know.
Like, I mean, just the fact that she began that sentence with a rhetorical question. Do you know what I've determined? Like, she's what? She's going to be 9 soon?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So she's already mad at the government, and she's already using phrases like, "You know what I've determined."
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
I'm angry with the government.
You know what needs to be put on trial here, Chris? The system.
Oh, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
But she feels good about herself because she downloaded one of the new top free Android apps called Fox Schmooze, where they just tell you, where they build your self-esteem, telling you nice things about yourself.
You are a rational actor. You are the Ubermensch. You, demographically, are probably white.
You are the knocker, not the door.
The whole world opens at your command.
I am the one who knocks.
I am the one who knocks. Very good. I don't know why, like on this kids app, they got that guy to do the voiceover. That's really weird.
Yeah. Hi, I'm creepy Uncle Cole.
I mean, it's better than the one they got for the infants. Hi. A goo, 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 goo. Yes, he is.
I talk to no one
boy?
on the internet. I'm saving for a van.
Who's a cute baby? You are. Yes, you are. Yeah. Hey, Chris, what episode is this?
Buddy, I have no clue.
You have no clue. It's episode number 156. Go ahead and say that.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's a number.
Yeah, that is a number. Yeah, of what show?
I'm going to make a note.
Okay.
Of the comedy podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids, of our comedy podcast.
Yes. That's that is our comedy podcast because you are
Chris.
My name's Kole. We're here to entertain your asses. Yeah. Man, it's getting dark so early.
It is.
I hate to be like weather and, cosmology kind of guy.
No,
but
I think you love it.
I mean, no, I say it a lot, but it's really like taking a bite out of my it's like the kids are out spray painting with impunity at like 2 p.m.
Yeah. I'll bet you I can cheer you up.
Oh, okay.
With a quiz.
Oh, whoop, 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 whoop. That's the quiz pulse.
We're playing Spot the Fake.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to give you 3 porn titles. You're going to tell me which one is fake.
Oh, this is
old school.
This is going to be gross, isn't it?
Nah, no, probably not.
Okay, just what was the one that you had? Like milkshake pipes or something like that?
Yeah, dirt pipe milkshake.
Yeah. Oh God. Reaching back 100 episodes. All right, let's do this thing.
I'm feeling nostalgic.
All right.
3, Spot the Fake.
Okay.
ATM, deposits only.
I shouldn't laugh in between each because we're going to be here forever. Okay.
Big Trouble in Little Vagina. Anal chiropractor.
Oh, come on. No, anal chiropractor.
Nope.
What?
ATM, deposits only.
So here's the thing. You're either looking for the one that's too clever or the one that's not clever enough. Anal chiropractor, does he just go at that back door until her back cracks? Like it's like, oh, I'm going to fix that compression fracture by compressing it further?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready?
Cool. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I have to give you kudos on ATM deposits only. All right.
Stinky white women.
Oh.
Bitch, you smell like Thai food.
Oh, no.
Yo quiero taco smell.
Oh. Chris, this just introduced some kind of terrible sickness to my soul. That's horrible.
It's
All
very
of those,
racial.
any of those would just be the worst. All right. I'm gonna say the last one. Yokiro taco smell.
No, bitch, you smell like Thai food.
Oh man. Okay. So the unsung hero of that little quiz cluster is that Stinky White Bitches is a porn title.
Stinky white women. There's some respect there.
Okay, cool. And they spelled woman with a Y, so it's really empowering if you think about it.
Yeah, basically.
It's the world's smelliest riot girls. Oh God. Yeah, that's horrifying. So I don't want to dig too deep into your process, but you probably had to do a search under smell-based pornography to figure that out, didn't you?
No.
How does that carry through?
It just happens, Cole.
Wow.
It's magic.
Okay.
All right. Pumpin' the Popo.
Okay.
What's the lesbian doing in my pirate movie?
Oh.
Is that your foot?
No. Okay, Pumpin' the Popo is probably real, although it is the outlier. I'm gonna say Pumpin' the Popo.
No. Is that your foot? It's fake.
Yeah. So again, a little bit of a peek at the process here. I so wanted "What's this lesbian doing in my pirate movie" to be real that I chose to believe in that reality as opposed to the one that was likely. So
good for
cool.
you.
Cool.
You can't win. You're saving face here, like a Japanese baseball player.
The Japanese are very good at baseball, Chris. It's their national pastime.
All right. Dead men don't wear rubbers.
Oh no.
Micropenis, bug chasers of Soho.
Okay.
Sirloin tits.
That's the wild card. That's just a grab bag, isn't it? So dead men don't wear rubber, micropenis, bug chasers of Soho, and sirloin tits. Wow. I guess I'm going to say micropenis, bug chasers of Soho because
Correct.
there's too much. There's too much going on there.
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of long porn titles.
I suppose. Can you give me any insight into what sirloin tits is?
I don't know.
Okay.
I did not.
I didn't know. Is this just your bookmarks?
I didn't drop a rope ladder into that hole, buddy.
Okay, tug twice if you need me to yank you out.
Last one.
Tug once if you need me to yank you off.
Ooh. Oh,
okay. You can't even start.
No, I'm going down a Paul Revere hole. Anyway, tug once if by butt, tug twice if by mouth. I don't know, something like that. Yeah. Okay, last one. Let's play Stain the Couch. Crack whores of America. Blow it in my meth mouth.
Oh no. I guess Crack Horse of America seems like it would be real. Let's play Stay in the Couch. That's another one of those that I want to exist. I'm going to say shoot it in my meth mouth.
Correct.
Okay, good. Whew. Okay. So, again, each of these quizzes creates alternate realities, right? Where every reality where these things are real is present, right? So by giving you the answer that I gave you, for some reason I think that Crack Whores of America is somehow more plausible / less offensive than shoot it in my meth mouth.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, can you maybe summarize the plot of "Bitch, you smell like Thai food"?
No.
Okay.
I mean,
That kind of shoots a hole in your theory, but whatever.
I mean, okay, so I didn't say that like I had insight into all of those. I guess what I'm saying is a vote for one of these is a vote for it, to not exist. So I chose to banish all meth mouth as opposed to banish all crack whores. And I don't know how I feel about that. Yeah. Chris, we're getting metaphysical here. We're getting metaphysical. Wow, that was a good quiz. Is that all?
Yeah.
Wow, so I'm like one for 5?
No, you got it. You got 2 of 5.
Oh, 2 of 5. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
40%.
You play twice, you get a B.
Hey. Yeah, so I'll just go ahead and layer that back over so everybody hears that quiz again. Yeah. Oh, kudos. You thoroughly disgusted me actually with some of those. Wow. Yeah. So let's see here. We're getting metaphysical, but I would much rather be disruptive, Chris.
Okay.
I would much rather get into an industry and just kind of subvert all of the norms. I would much rather identify the things that people take for granted, modify it in some way that nobody really could find any value with, and then profit from it, as an innovationeer, right?
Right.
I mean, it's all about casting vision, ideating, and taking it and turning it, as our friends say. And everybody knows that the most disruptive of all tech right now is 3D printing. Chris, do you want to recreate that scene from In the Line of Fire where John Malkovich makes a zip gun and shoots at the president?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah? Would you want that gun to be made of chocolate?
No.
Delicious.
Taffy, maybe.
Yeah, no, it has to be now and later. Taffy's way too soft.
I'm a man who loves his taffy.
Oh, that is a movie. Wow. Let's see here. Yeah, no. So there's a company based out of Dublin called Natural Machines, Chris, that is perfecting the technology of 3D printing food. It's like an easy bake oven, except instead of a light bulb, it's innovation. Okay. So, what you do is you take some cartridges, filled with seasonings and, carbohydrate bases and protein and whatnot. And you load in a recipe, and then over the course of about an hour or so, it prints out delicious treats like pizza or spaghetti or ravioli. It is entirely Italian food as far as I can tell. Now here's a burger. I see that as well. Yeah. And it's a way to print some food for you. Making some salad.
Sounds Wonka.
Yeah, a little bit. It sounds a little bit. Oh, here's some dinosaur cookies, Chris, for the kids. Fun for the kids. Sometimes you have to take your kids off the Soylent. They get a little bit upset. They're like, "Daddy, why haven't I had a solid poop in 4 months?" And like, "Oh, it's like that. That's what progress sounds like." And then you give them a 3D printed dinosaur cookie made likely out of insect protein.
Why is this necessary?
Because it's called the Foodini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got to justify the name.
I know. You can't just say that out loud and then not build a machine around it. It'd be irresponsible.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So... so it's called the Foodini, and what they're saying is, this will help get people to cook more because it'll take all the guesswork out of making things like homemade pizza and whatnot. So, yeah.
Well, I could see this work.
Yeah.
Okay. Like a popular chef can make like a recipe like of one of like his famous dishes that you have to travel someplace to get. And instead of having to travel across the world to get it, you go to the place where the neighbor with a Foodini, and they make Bobby Flay's gut buster chicken sandwich.
Yeah. Maybe some kind of Guy Fieri habanero sushi explosion.
Yeah, habanero sushi meatball.
Yep. Yeah. And it's got little, like every one of them has yellow hair and sunglasses on the back.
Basically.
Yeah. And you can tell the back of a meatball because the front has googly eyes.
You don't eat the front.
No, you don't eat the front. Yeah. So
before you eat, you have to slice the face off.
That's true in so many avenues of life, Chris. Yeah, that's some of the best information I got on prom night. Let's see here. Yeah, so like the machine costs about $1,000, and it's a little bit quicker than actual 3D printing, and there are, technological hurdles they have to get over, right? Because different foods have different melting points, et cetera, et cetera. They actually sell, like, it's food cartridges, which I'm imagining that being the cookie dough of the future. When you're in the process of, firing up your Foodini, you just want to take a hit off of the soy box.
Cold cartridge every once in a while.
Yeah, just to remind yourself you're alive. Yeah.
Could be.
Yeah. So, did you see the story about the guy who developed Soylent?
Yeah, I saw some stuff. Yeah.
So you know what Soylent is.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's slim fast for nerds. And there are people who think that we should make sure that all the poor people get a diet exclusively of Soylent. Yeah, but no, this guy he got a real bee in his bonnet about preserving water, right? Like, I want to make sure that I'm living, like under 6 liters of water a day, and so that factors into a pair of jeans. It takes X number of gallons of water to grow all of the cotton that goes into your pair of jeans. And despite realizing, all of the food that I eat has a lot of water that goes into it too, he decided to take on bathroom issues, right?
So he's naked, just like inhaling powder.
Yep, he's naked, inhaling powder, pissing in the sink, and taking special antibiotics that kill off his gut flora, because most of your poop is dead gut flora. Or a good portion of your poop is dead gut flora, so that he does not have to poop anymore. So this like Silicon Valley god has decided to eliminate both eating and pooping from his life.
That's not good.
I know, right?
Not at all, buddy.
Yeah. And he was laughing about, I did this even in spite of my doctor's warnings. Yeah.
In spite of my speech impediment.
So, what?
In spite of my speech impediment.
I guess.
Hey, Kole, have you ever been in a room with 10 other people?
I mean, despite my best wishes, yes.
Let's say at work.
Yeah. There are about like 70 people where I work, and we're all in one big room. Yeah.
I'm going to make you the happiest man alive.
Uh-oh.
2 out of those 10 people want to piss on you sexually.
As opposed to like therapeutically?
As opposed to casually.
Yeah.
Accidentally.
Platonically.
Right. Hey, bud.
Hey, step over here. Your leg looks cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is according to a new survey that was done by the Journal of Sexual Medicine.
Oh, Chris. You know what? I think my neighbor stole my copy because I didn't get that one.
Yeah.
My neighbor keeps on stealing my Journal of Sexual Medicine. Is that just...
85% of the almost 1,600 respondents all said that they have had fantasies involving feeling romantic emotions during a sexual relationship, fantasies in which atmosphere and location are important, and fantasies involving a romantic location.
Okay,
so that's not too bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's run-of-the-mill stuff.
More than 50% of both men and women had submissive fantasies, such as being dominated, whipped, spanked.
Yeah. A lot of sex is a power dynamic. I can see that.
Half of the women who said that they had submissive fantasies admitted that they don't want them to materialize in real life.
Yeah, your internal world and external world can be separate. Cool.
The percentage of people who fantasized about homosexual sex acts significantly exceeded those who actually identified as homosexual or bisexual.
That doesn't surprise me. Sexual orientation's a spectrum. Like, there's no such thing as like a strictly straight person.
Yeah. And then there's this guy.
This one guy, this fucker.
His name's Arthur. He's 23.
Oh, no.
And apparently, his 50-year-old wife is turned on when he puts the muzzle of a gun to her head and pulls the trigger while they have sex. It was a turn on until the gun actually fired and killed her.
Oh, so we segued into another story. This was a seamless seg. Okay, cool. So, was he playing
quote, the couple didn't realize the gun was loaded the very last time they were having sex. Well, yeah.
Well, I mean,
that makes sense.
So I'm going to say something incredibly macabre.
I call bullshit.
Oh, so do you think? Okay, so I've got two lines of thought here that I'm just going to go. I'm going to put a pin in the first one. The incredibly macabre one. Make sure I get back to it. The second one. Do you think that this is the long con? Do you think he worked up to it? It's kind of like, oh, let's
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's bullshit.
Yeah. So
I think he offed her.
She didn't walk into that relationship, with a thirst for danger. She didn't walk into that relationship, down to clown. She, had to be eased into it until finally, bit after bit, he built that tiny little sandcastle of lies, grain after grain, until that sandcastle turned into a bullet.
Like they tried it and she told a friend, and then once she told the friend, he's like, oh, great, somebody else knows she's into this.
Yeah, it's an alibi.
And then, see ya.
That would have to be like negligent manslaughter, right?
No, it's their suspicion of first-degree murder.
Oh, cool.
In Oklahoma.
In Oklahoma, huh? Yeah, no, he's gonna do great. He's gonna do great down there.
He's doing good.
Yeah, he's okay. 23. Wow.
50-year-old lady.
Okay, yeah, that's the other thing too. Huh.
Lifetime movie. Click, click.
Yeah, so he was robbing the stretch pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. Huh. Okay, so back to the macabre question. I don't want anybody to think less of me for having this curiosity. But if he was indeed surprised, surprise can be something that, shakes biological functions loose, right? And if he was in the middle of coitus at the time, and I imagine that the gun only comes out when the finish line is in sight, right?
Oh, he finished.
Okay, cool. So I'm just wondering, that is one of those weird threshold moments where you start having sex with an alive lady, but you finish inside a dead lady.
Oh, what a metaphor for life.
Yeah. Marriage, am I right?
It's not God intended, right?
Whoa. Yeah. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. These sheets are never going to get clean.
Even if she's dead, finish I must.
Oh, God. Chris, this is so gross. This is our grossest episode in years. I was I was down for this. Like when you said sexual medicine, I was about ready to throw out is that like one of those dildos that shoots NyQuil?
You wish.
I mean, the super soaker keeps getting gummed up. I need something with a wider nozzle.
For raves and stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure that's been done, like with what is it, promethazine, perp.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that there's been a perp super soaker. What about
Lil Wayne popped into the club and said, "Say hello to my little friend."
Yep. One of those ones that you charge up at the hose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
From the NyQuil tank?
Yep. Yeah, that you get from the wholesaler.
Why did Lil Wayne come in a box truck?
Is that an oil tanker? Brr, brr.
Oh, wow. Lil Wayne, even if rapping doesn't work out, he's got a CDL.
Yep. Chris, only you can say CDL and expect anybody to understand what that is. Yeah. No, I just imagining like a deadly perp spill off of the Gulf Coast. The rescue efforts have been slowed down. Real slow. Yeah. Or just
God, the perp spill. All I think of is like a speeding semi evacuating Katrina victims, and like it overturns and all the black people spill out.
Ooh, I don't know if I like that at all.
You know what I'm saying.
Why did they have
the ones that were hiding on a bridge that escaped from the jail? That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay, cool. As long as this is a specific instance.
As long as I'm speaking of like a specific 60 people.
Yeah, of an actual thing. Yeah, so
you know who you are.
Yeah. Or what about let's say this? He said something about a rave. I would associate a rave less with a super soaker full of NyQuil, as opposed to say like a Nerf bow and arrow, except all of the arrows have little patches of GHB on them. You know.
I agree.
I mean, obvious first principles, Clarice. Come on. Catch the net, you know?
Well, we're with the tack.
Get the net. Yeah. So while we're talking about crazy sex stuff, I guess, 1 second. I need to write down a deadly perp spill. There we go. While we're talking about, sexy stuff, Chris, there's a production company called Ghost Plus Cow Films that wants to be the first to shoot and produce and distribute a porn shot entirely with drones.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah.
I saw the headline. I didn't read it.
Yeah, it's actually pretty neat because they were describing this like it's, wide aerial America shots of, beautiful vistas, except they plan the shots out so that somewhere in them is somebody fucking. Yeah, it's just like a little tiny dot.
It's like voyeuristic.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. And as I was reading the article, I was like, oh, so it's like sexual Where's Waldo? And then turns out in an interview with Vice, they said it's something like a pornographic Where's Waldo. For now. Yeah, so in the interview, they said that exact same thing. So some of the sex acts are simulated, which is a little bit of a letdown because, I mean, if I'm masturbating to something that's actually simulated, that's just gross. That's unnatural, Chris.
Oh, Cole.
It goes against God's will.
I would disown you.
Yeah.
And I would tell Mom.
Mom.
At your funeral.
Because the drone crashed into me? Why would that be the case? Yeah, so
it's all going to come out.
It's like an airing of grievances over my corpse.
That's what I want at my funeral.
Yeah. Just give everybody who walks in like a small lead baton to just start wailing on you.
Come here and act sad like I was a good person.
Yeah, no. That doesn't honor the spirit of my life.
The truth.
All of my works will have been besmirched if people come and cry over the fact that I'm gone. Like,
I didn't work so hard to be an asshole to get this.
Yeah. We wanted to see the artistic value of this perspective, he told Vice magazine. It's an omniscient point of view, really. We did these shots in places where you couldn't see much from the ground, but then you put a drone in the air and you can see what's happening. And you can't see the hand gestures he's making, but he's got a ring with one, index finger and thumb, and then two fingers going in and out, and he's winking at the camera.
Oh, I got the gay porn title of that, buddy.
Oh?
Yep, Enemy of the Prostate.
Oh man, you got the Hibbert laugh. Wow, that was so good. How are you so quick at that?
I don't know.
Yeah, people still write in and talk about rods and genitals. Man, I need to catch my breath. Tell me a story while I catch my breath.
It was only when the baby was born that her husband discovered the fling. Until that point, he thought the child was his and his wife's. Eventually, the mother confessed. A bride-to-be told her husband, right after the baby was born, that during her bachelorette party, she had sex with a dwarf stripper. She had to tell him because she gave birth to a child with dwarfism.
She gave birth to a dwarf stripper. He came out swinging on the umbilical cord like it was a brass pole.
Yeah.
He was dressed up like a little cop. It was great.
Tiny little breakaway pants.
Yep. Chris, this is going to be an incredibly ignorant question. He says, save the further details for later. We have to jump on this one right away. Do you know, how do you tell that a baby is a little person? Is it a proportions thing?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure that there's some kind of like genetic screen you can run on it.
Well, I think that it's naturally occurring. I don't think she had to. Because like you could, two normal sized people, they could have a little kid,
Yeah.
Little person.
Yeah, two little people can have a regular person.
I just think
and nature's crazy, so says Kramer.
She looked at that huge head and was like, "It's not yours."
Huh. She looked at his rhythm. you know what? The things that he's doing, he's getting those tassels to go in two directions at once. I just can't. I can't keep up the charade any longer.
I don't know.
He belongs to Rolando.
There's no dwarf named Orlando.
Rolando.
It doesn't matter. People don't name dwarfs that.
Chris, what if he... Okay, we can't keep saying dwarf. We have to say little person, otherwise I'm going to feel very bad. But, how do you know that this little person wasn't born to a long storied line of Rolandos?
Because you don't name a dwarf Rolando.
That's just stereotyping. What do you name a dwarf? Tell me what you name a dwarf.
Dwar. Mungrima.
Yeah.
Druzik.
Yeah. Rockstein of the Swift Axe. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, coming on to the main stage. I don't understand. Like, was Johnny Knoxville in charge of running her fucking bachelorette party? I can't imagine what.
Mervyn Gauntlet Fire.
Okay, so now we're just talking about dwarf names, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. As long as I know the rules of the game.
Dari Scarlet Chalk.
Chris, are you just on a like a randomizer?
Nelson Ruby Shale.
You're really good at this.
Dwarf.namegeneratorfun.com.
Okay, cool. All right.
You get to you can generate a name from your own name, male, female, and you have dwarf race to choose from.
Ooh, like Hill Dwarf or Mountain Dwarf, like that kind of thing?
Lord of the Rings, Warhammer, or generic fantasy.
What's the difference, am I right? So, okay.
Well, that's not hard sci-fi.
Yeah. No, that's speculative / epic fiction.
Oh, God.
And
that guy, huh?
And Warhammer That is more of a trans-genre experiment because there's both medieval Warhammer and Warhammer 40K. What's my Lord of the Rings dwarf name, Chris?
I did a generic one for you.
Okay.
Dramid Rockzink.
That's the worst.
Your Lord of the Rings is growing.
Growing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you know what they say. Every girl I've ever been with has said I'm not a showin'.
Oh, God. Your Warhammer is Draki, Scarred Fist, Brondison.
Okay, that's the one. I'll go with that. I'm not fond of Warhammer, but they gave me the best dwarf name.
Scarred Fist.
Scarred Fist. Okay, cool.
All right.
What's yours? Tell me yours now.
My Warhammer is Rarick Kinglybeard Cornson.
Cornson?
Lord of the Rings is Ori.
Huh.
And generic fantasy is Camlin Jade Chipper.
Camlin Jade. I like that. I like the last name Chipper for you.
My name is Camlin.
It fits.
Camlin Jade Chipper. Huh. So I don't know what they named it.
Okay, cool. But you're mostly certain that it's not named Rolando.
Yeah, I'm quite certain.
Yeah, you're right. Like this, she shouldn't have really had to fess up. I mean,
shit like that happens.
Yeah, crazy stuff happens. I mean, it's I'm not going to go so far as to call it a birth defect. Maybe like genetic condition. Yeah, that stuff happens. Which, of course, I'm just talking out of my ass. Maybe there absolutely has to be some kind of genetic precursor for that. I have no idea upon which I name this claim, but
yeah, you could just say like, "Hey, my great grandpa was adopted."
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, I mean, this shit gets lost to history.
Yeah, you know, people jump in and jump out of gene pools, right?
Right.
Some people they just dip their toes in, like this stripper did.
I think he did.
Yeah. He dipped something. Dipped his wick. Oh, man. Let's just keep this.
I think it's more like a votive.
Like a tea light?
He dipped his tea light.
Well, Chris, here's another thing that I don't understand. I've never seen a little person naked. However,
I can help you with that.
I know you can. You'll probably go on Craigslist and find somebody in my building.
Yeah. No, I will send somebody to your building from Craigslist.
And you can get through the mail slot. It's no fair.
I'll take care of that. You look up sirloin tits.
I don't want to. All I can imagine is just slapping some poor lady with cuts of beef. And I'm very upset at that. I don't want that to happen.
I don't know.
Yeah. Chris, let's keep this episode sexual and instead veer into the weird world of nature. It's been no secret that male and lady hummingbirds have different beaks. You know, some people ascribed that to they have different patterns in terms of how they hunt for nectar, sweet nectar, that candy of the gods. But no. Turns out that according to a study published in Behavioral Ecology, that male hummingbirds actually have longer beaks in order to perform the strange mating ritual of cutting a fucker's throat for looking at your woman.
Oh, you're talking about the research that was done at the University of Connecticut?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yeah. You know. It lasts just 5 seconds. You know, they do everything a little bit quicker in hummingbird world, or you know that is documented by the world of hummingbirds.
They do everything fast.
I know, right? So efficient. The hummingbird post office, Chris, they can't carry much, you know, because of their bones, but they're going to get it there right quick.
Everything they do is measured as in per second.
Yeah. Yeah. So. It is to use theirs, the beaks double as deft dagger-like weapons. You know, like everybody says, you know, like not everybody. Shitty dudes on the internet say, "Oh, it's all a mating ritual. It's all these sluts just want to hop on. It's so tough for a dude." fucker, like, get out there with a knife and start. No, wait, no, don't do that because people have done that. Shit. Okay, we have it easy because we don't have to do that. We don't have to like cut a fucker's throat because he looking at our woman.
No, we don't.
I mean, I'm not saying it hurt helps or hurts, but it's not like like an instinctual imperative that we do that. Right?
No.
Yeah.
It makes you think twice about this device offered on heartsick.com.
Okay.
That's heart like the organ. The sick is in ill.
Yeah,
.com.
Ill as in ill communication.
For $80, you get a colorful thing that looks like a welding mask, but it also doubles as a hummingbird feeder.
Really?
You fill it up with sugar water, strap it on, sit really still, and a hummingbird comes and has a snack directly on your face.
I mean, is this for sad people? Is this a helmet for sad people?
I don't know. I don't think it's therapeutic.
Well, it's so the name of the company / organization is misleading. Like they say, oh, we're heartsick. Like this is it's for sad people, right? I would say so. I'd be pretty happy if there was a neat little hummingbird like right up in front of me. Hey there, buddy. I can't see your wings, but I know they're there. So, Chris, in that hypothetical situation, I was talking to a hummingbird, and that's what I would say to him.
Good for you.
And scene. Yeah. So this is just a hummingbird. Why is it a welding mask? So they can't get at your eyes with their dick knives?
Yeah. Dick. It's called a beak.
Yeah. Sorry. Chris, I was back into writing my futuristic fiction. Where all knives are all knives are dicks, and all dicks are knives. Dick knives.
All right, last story.
From me or you?
Apparently, there was something happening in China at Tiananmen Square.
There's always something happening at Tiananmen
Lately,
Square.
they had a ceremony.
Yeah.
National Day flag raising ceremony. They had it this week. They released 10,000 doves. The Chinese government feared a terrorist attack. So the 10,000 doves that were released underwent unusual scrutinty, each having its feathers and anus checked for dangerous materials.
Huh.
They did an anal check on 10,000 doves.
Well, doves don't have anuses.
And
they
we
have
can't
cloaca.
stop Ebola.
Oh, Chris, they have more manpower over there. That's why labor's so cheap.
Good Lord.
Yeah. I spent a little bit of time at Tiananmen Square, but I wasn't especially rolled over.
So they can check the anus at 10,000 doves, and we can't stop Ebola.
Yes, we can't stop the 3 people who have Ebola.
Oh God. not the 4,000 that have died in Africa, but
Well, you're saying it here. Like, okay, does we include Western Africa?
Cole, we are the world.
I understand that.
We are the dwarf children.
Yes, we are the dwarf children of West Africa. Huh. Yeah. So, I mean,
the dwarf Ebola children of West Africa.
Well, Chris, you know that that there's a basis for that, right? For the bird bombs?
Bird laws?
Yes, bird laws. No, the bird bombs. Yeah, this was actually it was tried out in World War II over Japan, I think, where they took a bunch of Mexican free-tailed bats. I know this off the top of my head, and
that's great.
Yeah, and connected explosives to them.
Do you talk about that at Singles Dodgeball?
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
Yeah, no, but they unleashed explosive bats. Actually, no, it never happened. But they were developing it.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it was kind of like the we told the story once of the explosive dogs, right?
I think so.
Yeah, they were trying to use it was the Soviets. They were trying to use explosive laden dogs to get under enemy tanks because they were quick enough and low profile enough, whatever. But the problem was the dogs were trained on Soviet tanks, so they ran under their own tanks.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, well, Chris, that's it's like that one plane that was designed in metric but tried to be built in. They tried to build it. It's just goofy, industrial wartime goofs.
Nah. Hopefully the terrorists don't weaponize McNuggets.
I think they already have, Chris. It's been a long plot.
They're playing the long time thing,
The long con?
The long time thing.
Yeah. You always find the most inefficient way to say things.
I know.
Oh, well. Do you want me to tell them what they can do, Chris?
Please.
Okay. Yeah, so if you would like to, you can leave us a rating or review on iTunes. It's been a little bit since we got one of those. Also, Facebook.com/Those Damn Ross Kids is a place where you can support us by, talking about the show. We appreciate that. There is still time here as of when you're listening to this. This is a reminder that on November the 21st and 22nd, from 9 p.m. Eastern to 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, over there, we're doing a 24-hour streaming event called Duckstream, where we're streaming video games in order to raise money for the Trans Active Gender Center, based out of Portland, that provides education and resources for trans children and their families in order to make life a little bit easier for them. And so that's a pretty good cause, and we hope you guys come out. I'm going to be streaming from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. on Saturday, playing a survival horror game called Haunting Ground until Dennis and David from the level come over to finish out strong with a group activity, group playing. So yeah, we really hope you turn out for that.
Okay, you're breaking up. I just want to make sure. You guys are playing video games to help transgender children.
Yes.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Check out the organization. It's pretty great.
No, I just want to make sure I got it.
Yep.
Because it doesn't sound... say it out loud.
I've said it out loud several times. We're doing it. It's a really good cause.
It doesn't sound real.
Yeah, it's the only organization of its kind here in America.
Sounds like you're raising money to get your car detailed.
Shh. No, I don't even want to joke about any impropriety. So yeah. Just trying to make the world a little bit better place.
There you go.
Yeah. So that is Duckfeed.tv/Duckstream. Cool. Let us call it a night. Sorry, America.
Sorry.